Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's run. Tonight we're doing Mythic Plague Runner, or no, not Plague Runner. That's not a real thing. It's actually going to be Mythic Plaguefall. I do apologize. Kind of not really all there right now. Just had a really, really long day, as some of you can probably relate with. So tonight the plan is we're going to do Mythic plus Plaguefall. We're going to time it perfectly, so that way maximize on gear, maximize on time, and all that. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this, and let's see how things go. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to see if I can get a group together from scratch. So it may take some time, may not take some time. So we'll see what we can do about filling in the gaps with something. All right, so here we go. And as you can see, right now I am in the Revendreth zone. Not the right place for Plaguefall, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and start a group using the group finder. One of our favorite tools here. So let's see what we can do. Okay. Start group. And there's our trusty Plaguefall already there. And I'm just going to make sure I verify this because I did check this earlier today. Yep. Plaguefall 12. Let's do that. And list group. I'm going to go ahead and get into flight to the kind of like go in the rough direction of where I'm going. But first, I'm going to do a quick stop by over at the flight point over at Halls of Atonement. There's a Venthyr thing that I can grab to get me something so that way I can move forward with a transmog I've been going for. The transmog I've been going for is the Travel Network version of the Venthyr cloth set. As you can see here, it's blue with a hint of purple. The best way to get this set is by going into the hidden mirrors, and you unlock them by getting to the rank 3 of the Travel Network. And I like it a little bit better than the original Venthyr set, mainly because I'm partial to the color blue. But I know it's kind of weird considering I'm Horde, and that's our color of our flag and everything is red. Here, I'll show you what it looks like here. So accept that. So that's the Travel Network, and this is the regular campaign. It's dark red with darker colors. It looks good. Looks good. Don't get me wrong. It just doesn't pop out to me more like that. I like this a little bit better. All right. So far we have yet to have anybody sign up for our run, but that's okay. Patience is a virtue, and we want to actually do a little bit of patience. So this is also a little bit to show off that blue color, that bluish purple color. This would look perfect with that transmog. At least I think so. Some people may not be as perfect. Some people are probably more adept to recognizing colors and all that fun jazz. Me, I'm too basic. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and fly over to Plaguefall and see what I can do about wrestling up the rest of the group. All right, if you'll excuse me, I have to BRB real fast. Sorry about that, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. That was actually my son. He was FaceTime calling me. So it looks like we have already now built our group. And quick shout out to Pepe LaPrude. Nice seeing you on, buddy. Hopefully I don't disappoint you when you see how I play. So let's see how things go. Okay. So the tank is the first one to show up. Now I'm just going to go ahead and summon everybody else with the help of the tank. So I'm hoping that the next season, season 2 of the Mythic Pluses, I'm hoping that they're going to be a lot of fun, just like how this season is. I really did enjoy this season. One of my favorite parts of this season was definitely the Prideful. I'm going to be a little sad to see that go away. Never played annoying of Leroy Jenkins. So Leroy Jenkins was definitely one of my favorite things about uh, like the rating of yesteryear, basically. The biggest thing I loved about it was how I didn't know that it was staged until well after, and it was just one of those things. I was like, I can't believe it. They did that. It was all for fun, but Leroy Jenkins was actually pretty cool. They actually, some people may not know, but they actually put it in the game as a follower for when you're. Let's see here. Trying to think here. So in like Warlord Draenor, you can actually have Leroy Jenkins as a follower, which is hilarious. And he's actually a paladin wearing cloth shoulders, and it's hilarious to me because you don't see that kind of stuff every day. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my trusty imp. And as soon as he's out. All right, so this big decaying flesh giant, he does these green swirls on the ground, leaves this disgustingness behind, and you don't really want to stand in that at all. It's going to be a bad day. And you want to really help your healer out by not standing in it at all. It does have the plus that it does go away after a good moment, but all in all, though, it's just something you kind of want to easily avoid. All right, so a little bit about our affixes this week. We have Spiteful, and we have Grievous, and we have the Prideful, obviously, which is not really a thing to really worry about, at least at this point. So the Spiteful, it will fiends rise from the corpse of non-bosses and pursue a random player, as you can see here. Best thing that you can do is just kind of walk around. They will die on their own. You don't even have to attack them. They just kind of die. Grievous is a healing intensive thing, mainly because what happens is if you get hit with it, you get a little debuff, and it will continue to do damage to you until you are fully healed. So if you don't have it fully healed, you're kind of having a little bit of a bad day. But that being said, it's one of those things that's like you got to really attempt to mitigate as best as you can. And as you can see, I have a Spiteful on me, but I'm just kind of like kiting him behind me, behind the group, so that way he's not getting anywhere near anybody. I don't want to take the chance of him actually having like a cleave damage to anybody. I don't want to do that. Get back up to the group as quickly as possible. So far, we're doing pretty good on time. a lot of groups that I've been in, we've been usually struggling right up, or we get to this point and then we kind of just struggle. Little embarrassing to say, but it's what happens. But luckily, we don't have to worry too much about things like bolstering or anything like that. Bolstering is a affix where it will actually increase the amount of damage done to, or it'll give a buff to any of the surviving bad guys, and it'll actually hurt eventually. Bursting is also not good. It's anything that dies creates an explosion, and that explosion is very painful. Okay. This guy is not dying anytime soon. Okay, so now we're down to our last percentage before we get the first prideful off. Prideful is very, very important when it comes to these 10 plus runs, at least in this season, because they will give you a really awesome buff if you don't know about it. The really awesome buff is uh, right here. Peelers overflow with pride as they defeat non-boss, eventually forming a manifestation of pride. Defeating the manifestation of pride greatly empowers the players. Now, what they're talking about is that it's going to make things really, like, really easy to kill. And this guy is not going down easy. All right, so here's our first prideful, the manifestation of pride. Basically, what you want to avoid doing is getting hit with the red flares like that. Because if you do, then it will stun you and do about 25 to 30% of your health in damage. So, best to avoid it, and it'll be an easy day. And what's really nice is that it actually boosts with the Bloodlust. So not only are we getting the increased damage by 30%, we're also getting the haste increased by 30%. Okay. I passed away. But we can definitely still, they can still definitely kill this guy. Definitely. And just like that, the first boss is down. Unfortunately, I was not alive when it happened, but it's okay. That was a close one. I should probably start titling these videos as what not to do when you're in a plus. I actually really like what they do with these 3D models for the Forsaken. At least their version of Forsaken in this instance, because they have their exposed brain. I just really like the way it looks. I'll see if I can get a really good look at it. As you can see here, it's got that brass rim right around the eyebrow area, and you got that exposed brain. I just really like the way it looks. I wish there was a way that I can get that as a character model. I would never put on a hat or anything like that after that. Okay, so we're also about to hit up the next one of the pridefuls. It's going to be here in about the next right after the next poll. So it'll be a lot of fun. You'll see it pop, and we'll take out one of the most difficult polls in this entire instance. Our manifestation of pride. I'm gonna try not getting hit by that. Somehow that got pulled. Not sure how. Okay, so that happened. It's okay. It's all good. We can still make it. If you want to get some groceries, man, I'm not gonna stop you. Players gotta eat, right? All right, I'll see you in a little bit, buddy. Get some of them oatmeal cream pies. Man, those things are like crack to me. I think they put crack in there. Hey Matt, yeah, the AOE is kind of like a pain. It is killing me, but at the same time, and it looks like we just lost a tank. And we lost a DPS. All right, well, this happens sometimes. Uh, we lose groups, we lose people due to stupid stuff like that. But it's okay. It happens. I'm not that you know hurt about it. But you know what? I'm just gonna regroup myself and see if I can reattempt this later. Not right now though. Um, so in that case, I will talk with you guys later, and you guys have a great day. All right, bye.